Hey, it's a good question. Uh, it's interesting there are not a lot of female atheists. I think that you don't see a lot of atheists on YouTube is because there are just not a lot of women on YouTube. I mean, how often do you see a women talking on YouTube? I mean, most of the time they're just making like funny videos or dancing or to a song or I don't know or some kind of porno graphic thing that they're doing. But yeah, in terms of like female atheists, I think there are a lot of female atheists. Maybe it depends on where they live in, but I think that it has nothing to do with like women being more emotional. Maybe some women feel that they don't want to make the point of saying they're an atheist. Maybe that's more like political like kind of opinion, and it's a very loaded term, and maybe a lot of women don't want to call themselves that because it has a negative connotation and it's kind of confrontational, I guess. Maybe you can still believe in a god and believe in spirituality and all that kind of stuff, and still believe in an idea that God exists, but that God is not particular one that belong to any organized religion, and you can still believe in a spiritual God that like Wiccans or New Age or stuff like that. And I think that maybe women are more spiritual, and maybe we have our own idea of like a very personal kind of God that we connect with on a spiritual level, and that is not dictated by religions or even logic. I mean, just because you're not logical doesn't mean you're bad or you're stupid. It just means that you're connected to the more emotional side, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. Like spirituality is kind of important, and there's nothing wrong with believing in like some kind of a god person, or even though that you don't have to follow any organized religion to believe in a god. So um, yeah. So maybe another people are agnostic. I was agnostic for a while, but I was reading The God Delusion by Richard Doran, and I basically became like an agnostic because there's really like no reason. Like I can't really justify being an agnostic anymore. So I'm probably an atheist, but it's not really that important to label myself. So, and maybe a lot of people feel like it's not really important um for them to call themselves an atheist. But maybe men want to do that because they're more political. I don't know. It's a good question, and thanks for asking it.